from the age of probably 11 to 13, I really hated myself. And really at that time, I wish I was dead. I would pray every night. I'd be up till 2 or 3 in the morning crying, praying to God that He would make me better. And what my mindset then was that something was wrong with me. It was really hard hearing all the time, God doesn't, that being a homosexual is a sin, that it's wrong, that God doesn't accept people like that. That's a sin. You're a sinner if you're homosexual. You're an abomination. It makes God want to throw you up, basically, is how my parents would put it, and how other Christians would. And just hearing that, and along with other things, other people would say about homosexuals, how it's wrong, it's disgusting. Oh, people like that, they're sinners. Somebody like that can't be saved. They must be going to hell. And just hearing that on a daily basis or even a weekly basis, it was really emotionally degrading. And at that age, at a younger age, 12, 13, 14, it really tore me up inside. My mom and I got into a heated argument. I was 15 years old, and we'd driven by a store and they had a rainbow flag outside. And so she's like, "Oh, that's so disgusting, it makes me want to puke." I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Their flag's rainbow, they support homosexuality." And I'm like, "How do you know that?" I'm like, "That just because it's rainbow doesn't mean they support homosexuals, but still, what makes that gross?" And then she kept just going on about how disgusting it was, and it was gross how people would do that. To me, that's the biggest fear I had. It was the most terrifying thought for me. I would have seriously rather died than for them to know. That's how scared I was of it. And my biggest fear was that they would take away, my phone, my internet access, and isolate me inside my house, because in their thought process, it would be some sort of outside source, or the devil had some sort of way had gotten to me and used someone or something to pollute my mind into bringing me away from God. And that would have been their initial thought. Finally come up with a plan. I'm like, I have to do this. I have to leave. I didn't have an option for me. It was tearing me up inside. I was not eating right. I couldn't eat. And I lay there, and I came to the point where I couldn't even cry. I was just so depressed, and I would lay there all day. I was sick, and my body wasn't healing itself because I was too stressed out. And it was a scary point for me, where the thought and the actual action of me leaving brought peace and brought comfort, safety. I felt safe in leaving. I left. It was hard for me, and very hard. I love my parents, so to know that if I stayed, knowing that if I stayed, it would tear me up inside. I would be isolated. That would hurt me even more. So I knew I had to leave.
How old were you?
I was 17, and I was turning 18 in 2 months. So I came here, and when I got on the bus, instantly I felt, peace. I felt I was safe. Then I arrived here in New York City, and that was when I felt, I guess, the loneliest. It was the first 10, 15 minutes, because I got off the bus and nobody was there. It was just me, and I'd been here over the summer, but that was nothing. I was with other people, with friends, and just to step off the bus, and I had my suitcases, and around you was 8 million people, sorry, and it was really lonely. But I feel like as long as I can be myself, as long as I can be open, I'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to have, a place to stay every night. And my first thought was, okay, I'll get some boxes and I'll go live in Prospect Park.